guys, hello, welcome back to another vlog, meal prep, grocery haul, all of the things. I just literally got back from Mexico last night. Charlie and I just got our groceries. It is Saturday. We had some errands to run and stuff, went to lunch, and then finally made it to Publix. It was very, very difficult for me to pick out what I wanted to eat this week. I did decide to try one new recipe that I found on TikTok. From Michaela. She's the same one that showed how to make that Hawaiian chicken bowl, and I don't really know what to call this one. It's got like hash browns. You'll air fry the hash browns, and then I guess just some chicken, maybe some veggies, corn and beans or something in there. A very simple bowl. And then I'm also going to make it's a ground beef Bowtie pasta, easy one pot meal. Both of my recipes have to be easy for tomorrow because I absolutely do not want to cook. I know though that I will be happier if I do force myself to cook tomorrow, but honestly, since I've gotten back yesterday, I haven't wanted to do anything. So nothing really interesting to show on the groceries. I just got all of my normal stuff. I am doing sandwiches this week. I feel like I need to like refresh, have like almost a cleanse, stuff like that. I did get one new snack, and I tried this when I was down in Mexico. We went to H-E-B in Texas. Well, we actually went to the one in Mexico too, but I tried the Drizzlicious cookies and cream, which that's what I was looking for. They were so good. They're 90 calories for 21 pieces, which they're pretty small, so it's very easy to eat the 21 pieces. So anyway, but this, I thought I would try this one. This is the Cinnamon Swirl Bites. I have no idea what it tastes like. They did not have the cookies and cream at Publix. Sometimes Publix won't have like all of the flavors of something. They will just have 2 or 3. They did have the s'mores, but that one was sold out. That probably would have been my next choice. But the cookies and cream that I had in Mexico was really good. Everybody that tried it really liked it. Most of them down there don't really like really sweet stuff, and so they're not overly sweet. They're almost like the perfect amount of sweetness. I did get my Crystal Light. It was buy one get one free. Charlie gets to go back to work this week, so he got his sandwich as usual. Charlie, how excited are you to go back to work?
Not excited.
You're not excited? Probably about as excited, huh?
I quit.
You quit? Time for retirement, huh? Yeah, he's like, I'm just going to call him tomorrow and tell him that, you know, I can't come back. I was like, whatever. That's not going to happen. But yeah, so I did my fruits and vegetables. I didn't have to get a tomato because Charlie has gotten how many tomatoes? 3 tomatoes. Let me show you these 2 little ones. We picked one, I think on the 4th of July. Is that one still good? It was sitting in the window to kind of finish ripening up. Oh, here's the one we picked the other day. So I get to have a little homegrown tomato this week. And then we've got these other 2 little ones. You know, I could possibly use these in that bowl that I'm going to make because, you know, she put like some diced tomatoes and onions with some black beans and corn in there. So I was just going to do like some black beans and corn and mix up. So we could maybe use those, and then I can maybe use this one for my sandwiches. But Charlie grew these little tomatoes. He's so happy. One bad thing is the birds and squirrels and rabbits back there get all of our vegetables before we can get them picked. So yeah, so we don't get a whole lot of stuff. I did get this spicy garlic sauce. The recipe that Michaela put on TikTok, and this is what she used. I don't know if she seasoned the chicken with it or if she just used it as like a dip, but she mixed like this with some queso and drizzled over the top of it. And then I got these diced hash browns, which is similar to the ones that she used. I think she used the Walmart brand, the country style, but they were just the little diced up ones, and she did cook these in the air fryer first and put those in the bottom of the bowl. So we'll see how this turns out. We're just going to dice up some chicken. I'm going to season it up, make it kind of spicy, and yeah, just kind of wing it. So both of those should be fairly easy recipes, and hopefully it doesn't take me forever to get those done tomorrow. Part of me kind of wants to go out and float in the pool. It is a beautiful sunny day, but to be honest, I'm really, really tired, and I have 2 videos that I need to edit. One cash video and my vlog to go up tomorrow. I have not edited at all. So So I think that I'm going to just edit, try to take a little bit of a nap. I still need to finish unpacking. I have all of that stuff to do. And then maybe by tomorrow I will feel a little bit more refreshed and I can have an easy meal prep in the morning, and then we can enjoy the pool in the afternoon. It'll probably rain. I feel like if I don't enjoy the sun, like whenever we get it, like it's a beautiful sunny day out there today. It would have been perfect just to chill in the pool or whatever, but yeah, we just had too much to do, so. Oh, I was going to say, what is that noise? It's a plane. It's really loud. They must be flying low. There is a small little airport over here, so I don't know if it's a little local plane or what. It doesn't sound like one. But anyway, so we're going to get these groceries put away, although Charlie, I think, is putting 90% of it away while I've been talking, haven't you?
Done.
It's done. By the way, for any of my little cash budgeters that are interested, I needed some new dry erase markers. Well, I really need some different colors. So they had the school supply. Some of them were buy one, get one free. So I did get this little pack of these just to use on some of my savings challenges that I just want to use dry erase on, because some things you don't want to use, like a Sharpie, but I saw these, even though I really want like some different colors, like pink or whatever, but it's better than just black. So now I have green, red, and blue, and black. And that's going to wrap up my little mini grocery haul. Charlie's organizing my crystal light. Y'all want to see my crystal light stash? It's up there in the cabinet behind Charlie's head. See? We have lots of it. And then, how many boxes did you get me today?
8.
He got 8. So I had to go to the bathroom as soon as we got to Publix. And by the time that I got out and found him, he had went over there and checked the crystal light. And he already had it in the cart. So anytime it's buy one, get one free, I stock up. And yeah, he's trying to rotate it out because sometimes they can kind of get pushed to the back if he doesn't do that, and it might go out of date. But y'all know me, I will still eat it or drink it. I don't even really care. Like, it would really have to be old and taste bad for me to be like, no, I'm not going to drink this. And so far that never happens, but I have a lot. All right, I'm gonna get off here so that I can get started working on my video if y'all are gonna get a video tomorrow. And yeah, we'll just do meal prep in the morning and then see what else we get into. I'll try to vlog maybe a couple of days this week, do a little recap of my trip and stuff like that, have a little bit of a card chat later in the video. Talk to y'all later. All right, guys, hello. It is Sunday. We are ready to get started on meal prepping. Yesterday, after I filmed whatever I recorded, I don't remember, a little bit of a grocery haul, I guess, an intro to this video. I swear we took the longest nap ever. We slept until 7:30. It was ridiculous. The only thing that woke us up was Ozzy's alarm because it was time for his insulin shot. And when I heard that, I was like, it's at 7:30? Oh my gosh, I can't believe we slept that late. It still didn't make me not sleep well last night. I fell asleep again editing and then went to bed and fell right back to sleep. So I feel a little bit caught up on my sleep. I could still use a little bit more, but it is Sunday. We have to kickstart the week and get all of our prep done to have a successful week, which I know that I have almost religiously been doing this every Sunday for the past few years. Days like today, whenever I'm tired and I've traveled all week, I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it because I have to, I need to. So for today, we are going to make that meal that I mentioned yesterday from Michaela over on TikTok. It looks very simple. We're just going to air fry some hash browns. I'm gonna season up some diced up chicken and maybe put some black beans and corn in there. I know I have corn. I don't know if I have black beans. I did not pick any up at the store. I kind of forgot about that step in there. She also had some like diced tomatoes. I don't know if Charlie diced up those 2 little tomatoes that I showed you. I know he sliced up the larger one for my sandwiches this week. So if I have those veggies, then I will add those to the bowls. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that goes in that bowl. The chicken, and then I did get that buffalo sauce, whatever it was, garlic something, and just some queso cheese that we will drizzle over it. May or may not eat my baked Tostitos with that. I'll just kind of see how the meal tastes on its own first. And then for the other meal, I'm also going to make like the easy one-pot meal that I've made several times before. I don't really know what to call it. I also found it on TikTok, but it's using the Bowtie pasta, ground beef, some half and half, and some diced up peppers, tomatoes, tomato paste, some chicken broth, and yeah, just kind of doing all of that in one skillet, some spinach in that. That is an easy, very tasty meal. So I kind of have like a little Southwestern themed meal and then an Italian meal. And I picked both of those just because they were easy, and both of them shouldn't take that long to do. Maybe 30 minutes each meal is kind of my goal. It is beautiful and sunny out there. I would like to possibly get out there and get a little bit of sun. I did get my laundry started. I have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 loads to do, 3 or 4. Yeah, we're gonna get all of that done, get our meal prep done, and get this week going. So let me get the stuff out. We'll try to make the new meal first, I think, just because it'll be new. It might take me a little bit longer, and then we will make the other meal. So let me get all my ingredients and we'll get started. All right, guys, so change of plans. I'm actually going to cook the other meal first because Charlie needs to run and get me some black beans, and I'm out of that Nashville hot chicken seasoning, which I did look for that yesterday at Publix, and they didn't have it. The last one that I had was actually the Kroger brand. So he is dicing up my 2 little tomatoes for me, and I do have whole kernel corn. I have all that, but I used to have like a ton of black beans. It's like we had ordered a case from Sam's Club, and I guess I decided that we would always have them, but we're out. So I'm going to get him to pick up like 2 or 3 cans of those and some of the Nashville hot chicken seasoning, and yeah, so we'll go ahead and do the other meal, which is the ground beef, the Bowtie pasta, spinach, all of that stuff. So let me get that stuff together. I'm going to put my chicken back up and my hash browns back up and kind of regroup, and then we'll do that meal. Alrighty, guys, I think I have everything together to make this a pasta dish. Well, I need to get my pasta out, but I did put my water on to boil. It has not started to boil yet, but I'm going to basically brown up the ground beef. I'm going to add salt, pepper, onion powder, paprika, and Italian seasoning in there. I have 3 diced bell peppers. The recipe, I think, used 2 bell peppers and 1 onion, but y'all know how we leave those out. I'm going to use a couple of big tablespoons of tomato paste. I have 1 cup of half and half here. You could use heavy cream or whatever you wanted to do on that. I'm going to use maybe about a cup of chicken broth, like 3 big handfuls of spinach, and then I have this Mexican blend cheese. I'll probably mix like 1 cup in there while it's cooking, and then top it off with the other cup. But yeah, that's pretty much it. This is actually a very easy, very tasty recipe. So I'm gonna get started on this because y'all know I don't want to take that long cooking today. Okay, water's boiling. Let me grab my pasta. So I just got the little mini Bowtie pasta. I cannot say that word. I will definitely butcher it, but I like these. So I'm gonna just cook these for about 7 minutes. That water is really boiling now. And then I will just set it to the side and kind of cool it down while I cook everything else. I didn't think the water would boil so quickly. And I did salt my water fairly heavily because otherwise it wouldn't be any good. So we're going to go ahead and get our ground beef in here and get that started browning along with the bell peppers and the seasonings. You know, it just crossed my mind that this pan may not be big enough for this. I think I'm going to transfer it over. I'll just wash this out and use it for my chicken. Because by the time that I put everything in that pan, it's not that deep, but it's great. It's my favorite one to cook with, even though it's not level and it kind of moves around, but I love it. But I'm going to transfer over. Okay, so I got it transferred over. I quickly washed out that other pan while this pan was warming up. So now I'm going to go ahead and get my beef chopped up. I kind of like small little pieces. Okay, we are going to go ahead and add our bell pepper in and let it cook down with the ground beef. And we're going to go ahead and season up just with salt, pepper, onion powder, Italian seasoning, and paprika. So there's salt and now pepper, some onion powder, some paprika. And then I'm going to do quite a bit of Italian seasoning because we want it to have that Italian flavor. Perfect. I'm going to mix this up well, let the ground beef cook all the way through and the peppers soften, and then I will be back. The noodles may finish. They just have like a couple of minutes left, and I'm just going to set those to the side in a bowl to where they will be ready to put back in here at the end. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the tomato paste. I'm probably going to do a couple of big tablespoons of tomato paste. And then I'm going to use about a cup of chicken broth. I'm going to stir this up really well. And then we're going to go in with the half and half. Okay, I have 1 cup of half and half. You could use skim milk if you wanted to. You could use heavy cream if you wanted to, whatever. Yay, Charlie's back with my black beans now. And just in time, I've almost got this meal done. We just have to put some spinach in. I just have this public spinach. You can put in however much you want. This will pretty much wilt down to about nothing. So I'm just going to stir this in. Once it wilts down, then we're going to add in some cheese, some pasta, some more cheese, and this will be done. Alright, I am back. Spinach is pretty much wilted down good. I have my Mexican blend cheese here. You can use whatever you want to use. If you want to use the fat-free cheddar and mozzarella and mix it, or just cheddar on its own, that's perfectly fine as well. I'm going to use about half of this now, which is going to be 1 cup, and then save the other cup to top it off with. Just give it a good little mix, get that cheese in there, and I'm going to grab my pasta, which is draining over here in the sink. Here's all my pasta. My pasta was getting sticky sitting there, so I'm going to mix this in really well. I'm going to cut the heat down, and this might take me a few moments to get this mixed in really well. I want the pasta good and coated with everything, and everything kind of even. Okay, that's looking good now. We're going to go ahead and top it with this cheese and just kind of let this melt. And this meal will be done and be ready to be plated up. I'm going to put it in my nice little glass meal prep containers. So I will be right back to show you the finished meal. Alrighty guys, here is the completed meal. I've got my 6 servings. Charlie and I always alternate our meals. I make 2 meals of 6 servings each, and then we have those a Sunday night through Friday night. So this is meal number 1. Now let's move on to meal number 2, and I can go ahead and give you my rating on this one. This one to me is definitely at least like a 9.5 out of 10, maybe even a 10 out of 10. It's a delicious, comforting meal. So I love it. The pasta and the peppers and the ground beef, all of it is delicious. Alright, we are ready to get our hash browns in the air fryer. We're going to cook them for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees. I may have to do a couple of batches because my air fryer is not that big. I am going to season these. I don't really know what I'm going to season them with. Let me think about that for just a moment and get this open. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got those in there. I'm going to grab salt and pepper. Okay, so I have my seasonings. I'm going to do salt and pepper, of course, and then I have paprika, cayenne, onion powder, and garlic powder. So I'm just going to season these up, and that way they're not bland. This is supposed to be a nice, spicy Southwestern meal. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to season the chicken with. I think that she seasoned hers with just like fajita seasoning, but I might do just a little bit of that Nashville hot chicken seasoning on there. We'll see. Some paprika. Just a little bit of the cayenne pepper, not too much. A little onion powder. And a little garlic powder. Maybe a lot of garlic powder. We love that. And I'm going to just kind of toss that around a little bit. And I'm going to air fry these for 20 minutes. I'm going to try to remember to check them and stir them halfway through. I love this air fryer though. We're going to go to 400 degrees, what'd I say, 20 minutes? Alright, and it has been preheating for a few minutes. So I'm going to keep all of these over here. I don't think that I will use these on the chicken. Maybe the paprika. And I'm going to get my chicken going, and then we just really have to put these bowls together. So very easy meal prep. That's what I like about her meals. All right, I am back. I have my chicken. You can probably hear the air fryer going in the background, but it's gonna probably be going for a while because I'm gonna have to cook this in a couple of batches. But we're gonna go ahead and season up our chicken with just some salt and pepper, of course. And I think I'll do some of this Kinder's all-purpose seasoning. I love this stuff. Whoops, not that side. It just gives everything such a good flavor. The chicken, I've never tried it on anything but chicken, I guess, but it's really good. And we're gonna do just a little bit of this Nashville hot seasoning as well. Charlie said he had to get somebody to show him where this was, that it was like hidden behind some other things in there. But this will last me for a long time. I mean, I probably had that other one for like a year. And I'm just going to put a little bit. I don't want it to be too spicy. And we'll do a little bit of fajita seasoning as well, just to give it that flavor. I'm going to give it a mix, season it again, and then get it in the pan. Okay, we're going to go on in the skillet. It's nice and hot. And that's pretty much all this meal prep is the chicken. I am going to drain and rinse a can of corn. I'm going to drain and rinse a can of black beans, and then I have my little tomatoes. And then we're just going to kind of layer it up, put a little sauce, maybe a little bit of Mexican cheese on top, and that's going to be it. So I'm just going to cook the chicken until it's nice and crispy and done. And then I'll be back once the potatoes and stuff are done, and we will assemble everything together. Alrighty, we are gonna go ahead and try to plate up one of these. It's fixing to storm outside, and I have one set of my, do y'all hear that thunder? I have one set of hash browns done. I've already divided it out into these 3 containers, and basically we're just gonna layer some of the chicken on there, and then I have a can of whole kernel corn and black beans that I've drained and rinsed. They're kind of mixed together. And then these are 2 little tomatoes that Charlie diced up that he actually grew. So I'm gonna just sprinkle a little bit of that. There's not very much of it on each one. And then we will top it with the chicken. Let's see, how does she do it? Okay, so the veggies go first. Let me get a spoon. I need to get some more of the meal prep containers that don't have the divider in them. I only have 10. Oh, y'all hear that? Wow. Okay, let's get this plated up. Hopefully the power doesn't go out or anything. So we're just gonna put a little bit of veggies. Let me mix this up a little bit better. I just kind of rinsed them off together and dumped them in this bowl. But yeah, as I was saying, I need some more of the containers that's just the one divider. I guess I could probably use my other ones that I have, because this, I may put a little bit on the ends. We'll just see. We're gonna do a little bit of tomato. I mean, it is really coming down out there now. It's like a perfect little summer storm. And then we're just gonna top it with some chicken, and then I'm gonna mix up some of the buffalo sauce and some of the queso and put over the top of it. And then we can also eat like queso and chips and stuff. That's the one good thing about this little end, because we can put some queso in a little container and then a little bit of chips. Because this is not that hearty of a meal. The other meal is. This one is a lighter meal. So I usually always try to pick something that's a little bit heavy and a little bit light. I think that's about all the chicken I'm going to put on there. I need to save the rest because I have 3 more to do. But the potatoes have to finish, so let me mix up my little sauce that I'm going to put on top of each one, and hopefully the potatoes will be done. And it is pouring in rain. I'm going to show y'all. Okay, hopefully y'all can see all of that rain. You can see it kind of going into, whoop. Scary. I mean, it was sunny just a few minutes ago, I think. But yeah. You know what that means? Sunday afternoon nap. Okay, I'm gonna check on these potatoes. They're like halfway through, and give them a little stir. You know, I've actually never cooked hash browns before, believe it or not. And I'm like, If I like these, will this be easier than buying like the potatoes and having Charlie cut them up? Because that's all it is diced potatoes. So, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to finish these. I am going to spritz a little bit of the Pam olive oil spray on top. I did that halfway through the other ones, and I feel like that helped make them a little bit more crispy. And put that on there. And then back in it goes. It should start on its own. All right, we got a few more minutes, and then we'll finish plating up, and I'll get them all plated up, and then we'll add the sauce. All right, so I have everything in here except for the sauce, which I did warm up my queso, which we have another one of these containers. I don't know if this is going to be enough, but I'm just going to put this on a couple of them, and then I will do the rest off camera. But we're going to do 2 tablespoons of queso and then 1 tablespoon of this sauce. Michaela actually used a different one. I can't remember what it was, but they didn't have it at Publix, so we got the spicy garlic. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of queso and then 1 tablespoon of the other sauce. You can mix them. I'm just going to like drizzle each one over, just because I'm going to use one end of the spoon for the queso and then one end for the other. We'll see how much queso I have in here. Okay, I had just enough queso. Oh, my battery's gonna die. Hold on. Okay, we got a new battery in so that we can finish this up, and we're just gonna do 1 tablespoon of this sauce. Maybe this is kind of thick. So I may just eyeball this instead of putting it on this spoon, because I feel like that kind of wasted a little bit. And then lastly, you can also add just a little sprinkle of some Mexican cheese, like literally just the tiniest little sprinkle, and then that will be everything for this meal. This is literally all the cheese that I have because I used all the other on the other dish. Okay, that's gonna be it for this meal prep, and this looks and smells really good. I think this is a perfect little Southwestern queso chicken meal, and yeah, that will wrap up meal prep for the day. So I'm not going to go ahead and close the vlog out. I might do a little bit more vlogging throughout the week, but that's going to wrap up meal prep for the day. Hopefully y'all tried this meal. It was pretty easy to make. I mean, the thing that took the longest, honestly, was the hash browns in the air fryer, because I cooked 2 batches for 20 minutes each. So that was 40 minutes for the hash browns. The chicken cooked real quick. The rest of the stuff, we just had to throw together. So I think both of these meals are really easy meal prep. So if you are into meal prepping and want to try it, let me know if you do. And yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow maybe, or maybe later today. We'll see. I am still kind of tired from my travel, not as much as yesterday. I was totally wiped out yesterday, but now that it's raining and stuff and we won't be able to get in the pool, then I'm probably going to chill on the couch. I need to eat my lunch, and yeah, I'm going to relax for a bit. So I'll talk to y'all later. Hey guys, it is now Wednesday, and I thought that I would try to vlog a little bit tonight. I just got home. Y'all want to say hi to the puppies? They're always so excited whenever I come home. Say hi, Ozzy. What are you doing? Yeah, that's a good boy. And here's Sophie. She's doing good after her little teeth surgery. And she did get like a spot removed off her back, but her hair's already almost covering it. But they are doing good. They are always super excited whenever I get home. And Lena actually ran in here, but she ran off. The cats, they'll follow me to the bathroom or whatever. I'm getting ready to go in there and wash my face. But I did do a little bit more shopping today. I went to Marshall's. Y'all, I cleaned my wallet out. I hardly have any cash left. Yeah, I hardly have any money left in my wallet. It's going to set y'all up here. And I probably look like super tired. I always just like feel like I look so tired after I have worked all day. But I was going to do another little haul. I did spend $123 today. So and I did pay with my cash, but I barely had enough. So I did get me some more nails. And they're the nail reformation that I always get. I love these that kind of have that like cat eye look or whatever that's called. But you know, I paid for my little red nails before I went to Mexico, which it's almost been 2 weeks, and they're already starting to like come up on the edges. That's one thing that makes me mad about paying to get my nails done. I don't really feel like I get any more time out of them. The only good thing is I don't really have to worry about one popping off like with these, because sometimes these will pop off here and there. Not after like the first few days. Like once they kind of are really on there for 2 or 3 days, then I feel like I'm pretty good. Now I probably couldn't like, you know, pick at certain things or pick something up with like my fingernail like you might without popping one off, but I don't know. I thought those were cute, so that may be my next nail color. But yeah, I just kind of feel like it's a waste of money. I would love to just be able to go get them done. If I could get like a good 4 weeks, and maybe I'm just not finding the right nail person. This was not my normal person either. So anyway, it is what it is. I also bought a couple of tops and a couple of pairs of pants. So I got this little top, which I thought this was just fun. Y'all know I love a black and white top. I'm a sucker for it. I get them every time. And then I also got this little top, which I thought this was cute. It's a little bit sheer, but I will put like a black tank top underneath it. But I just kind of like that. I'm usually always freezing at work. Now this week I have not been that cold. It has been so hot here. And oh, this is just another pair of those Rachel Zoe white pants. I actually have this same exact pair. I did have 2 pairs of white pants, and I did give my daughter 1 pair, and so I feel like I just need like a backup. And if I find something at Marshall's or TJ Maxx that I like, then I will go ahead and get it. But they are just cropped little white pants, and I love these because they are super stretchy, super comfortable, and yeah, I can't go wrong with them. And then I got a pink pair, or like a, I don't really know if you would call this pink. I don't know what color this is. It's not like a bright pink. It's almost like a dark rose color or something. I don't really know if the camera is picking it up, but they're kind of the same pant as those white ones. These are the same, cropped by Rachel Zoe. With these, I will just wear like probably a black and white top. I always think that looks cute with the pink. A long time ago, I had a pair of hot pink capris from Express, and I kept those forever until I finally did get rid of them. So when I saw these, and they're just that nice stretchy material, I swear I just cannot be uncomfortable. I don't know how people wear like khaki pants. Like that material is one that makes me insane because there's no give to it. Like I need something that is just going to kind of fit to my body and move with me. I just can't be restricted. So anyway, that was my haul. Oh, I did get just a bottle of my Joico conditioner. This was just a replenishment because I am almost out, and yeah, the moisture recovery. This seems to work pretty well with my hair. I've kind of had like a good little hair routine going on since I've kind of changed things up, and then I came back to what I was using before. And I kind of want to switch to the Redken, but I have a whole bottle of that Joico shampoo, and both the shampoo and conditioner are almost empty, so I thought I'm going to go ahead and pick up another conditioner and keep trying that. That just works for me. Now, my friend at work, she was the one that wanted to go shopping because she was out of her Joico hairspray. We used the same one. There was only 4 cans, and so she got all 4 of those. But anyway, let me put all this stuff up, and then maybe we will go in the bathroom and I will just kind of show you my nighttime routine. It's changed a little bit, so I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so I'm in the bathroom. Thought I would just kind of go through my little nighttime routine just to kind of show you like what I use to cleanse my face and stuff with. I don't think I've done one of these in a long time. So first of all, I do use these little cloths to cleanse my face with. It's just a dry, like disposable washcloth. They're not like the ones that they really advertise for makeup, but you can get like a huge pack of these with like, I don't know, a ton of them. I only have to buy them like once or twice a year, and I love them. Then I can keep my washcloths and stuff clean. So I get these from Amazon. I will try to link them down below, or make sure that they are linked in my Amazon storefront, which is always linked down below. I always use these, and then I always have to have 2 little cotton rounds. So I have to have 1 of these washcloths and 2 of these little cotton rounds, 1 to take my eye makeup off with, and then 1 I use the micellar water just to kind of take most of my makeup off with. Then I wash my face and kind of use this to cleanse it and get the rest of my makeup off. Although I still feel like there's still makeup on my face even after all of that cleansing. But anywho, and I always just use like a dupe of the Neutrogena eye makeup remover, and this one I get at Kroger. Sometimes you can get it at Walmart, or if I can't find one of these, then I will get the Neutrogena. It's cheap. These are like $4. I think the Neutrogena is probably like $8 or something. And I do use that Thrive mascara, which is the kind, what's it called? That's like the little tubular mascara or whatever, but this takes most of it off, and then I will use the micellar water and kind of get the rest off. I do not like to spend a lot of money on eye makeup remover, so I get the cheap stuff. Okay, I got my eye makeup off. Then I use this La Roche-Posay, I guess that's how you say it, and this is just the micellar water. Any micellar water will do. I just tried this one day and liked it, so this is the one that I always use. And this gets most of my foundation and stuff off. I always feel like I can never get deep enough into my pores and get them clean. So yeah, that gets a ton of makeup off. And then I kind of flip it over and go again. And then for my cleanser, I've been using this Estee Lauder. I don't know if that will focus. There you go. I don't even know what it's called. Advanced Night Cleansing Gel or something. So this is a sample one that I got probably with, you know, a purchase or whatever. And it also came with this moisturizer. I don't know if that will focus or not. I've kind of been liking this okay. I don't know if I would purchase that on my own. And then this is just their regular Advanced Night Repair. So I've just been washing my face with this and then putting this on my face and this. And this does cleanse my face pretty good. I don't know. I like it. So I ordered one, a full size. And this is like concentrated, so it doesn't take a whole lot of it. And it foams up really well. Then I kind of go back over my face with the washcloth and clean it really well. So yeah, there's still makeup and stuff that comes off on this, but using the micellar water actually has really helped quite a bit, so I do like it. I used to never wash my face until like right whenever I went to bed, and I have such a bad habit of falling asleep on the couch at night. So now as soon as I come home, the first thing I do is come in here and change and take my makeup off, which I really don't like to show my face without my makeup on, just because then I feel like I definitely look my age. But overall, I've liked this little routine, and yeah, so now I'm just going to use my little Advanced Night Repair. I'm sure everybody has used this stuff, and I have a ton of these little things because you get them free in almost every gift. So that feels nice and moisturizing. I think the older that I've gotten, the drier my skin is, but I still, so this is the Revitalizing Supreme. And I just use a little bit of that. And I do use still like the First Aid Beauty moisturizer and stuff. Just whenever I went to Mexico, I took this because it was in smaller containers and it was easy. And I really liked it. So anyway, that is my little nighttime skin routine. So I still use, for the daytime or in the shower, I use the La Roche-Posay Purifying Foaming Cleanser. This is a good one, I think, especially if you have sensitive skin. It really doesn't have any scent. I do find that the Estee Lauder products kind of have a scent to them, but I don't seem to have any issue with these in particular. My skin can be a little bit sensitive. But yeah, guys, that is going to wrap up this week's video. I don't really know how long it is. I know with me coming back and Saturday I was so tired and I did not vlog a lot. So that's why I thought that I would carry on a little bit into the next week. So I will see you guys in the next video. Be sure to follow me over on my Facebook page. I will leave a little picture of my Facebook page here. It's just Jennifer Lynn. I did change the URL to something Jennifer Lynn channel just because I was trying to link it on something and I was having an issue, and I pulled up a video and found where you could go in and change the URL. So I don't know if you have trouble like searching for me then you can maybe type in Jennifer Lynn channel if that would pull it up. But there is a direct link down in the description box if you want to click that as well. And yeah, follow me over on Instagram. I will leave my Instagram handle for you here on the screen as well. And if you haven't already liked this video, be sure to give me a like, give me a comment down below. All of that really helps out my channel. I have been trying to be really consistent and work on growing my channel and, you know, introducing new things with like the cash budgeting and all of that, which I definitely need to do and reconcile after I've done my little shopping and been to Mexico and all of that good stuff. I love you guys. I will see you all in the next video. If you make it all the way to the end, then just leave me this little emoji right here, and I will see you guys next week. Love y'all. Bye.